fifth truck back in that pack of, oh my goodness, probably about a dozen deep on the bottom side, and it's getting to be the same way in the second groove. Right now, only 2 trucks in the third lane that's going into turn 3. That's the 127, as I said before, of Gabriel Aleeson. Aleeson now all alone on that outside, just losing ground. He's losing 2. Now 4 more positions make it back to Ashley Dotson in the 07, who is in, let me see, 19th place. Garrett Main still there, showed out front, but he is on the outside. Inside line right now still being led by Goki in that number 12 machine, getting a shove from him. It actually is the 57 of Mains.
That's right.
Mains will go to the outside in the second line, above and in front of Christopher Williams. 2 lines by 2 all the way back to about the 20th spot.
All right, we'll see how things develop here as they are still playing nice with one another off that corner. And the race rolls on. A very calm race so far, I have to say, for the most part. Ray, very surprised. Still in the early going. We're only working lap 17, working lap 18. But everybody I see is respecting one another here in the early.
See, that's one thing. They've got a long way to go during this race, man. I mean, keep that in mind. There's still a whole pick and choose your battles as you go. Make sure your truck is clean at the end. Can you guys hear me?
I don't know if it's on my end or your end. I will let everybody know it is storming like crazy where I'm at in North Carolina, so I didn't know if I might have lost internet.
Yeah, a little bit of cut out there on your end. We're good otherwise. If you can still hear me, I'm still taking in and rambling away here on the other side up in here in New York. You're getting the storms at about what we had, not same storms, but storms nonetheless yesterday, and today you got them. Let's go back to the action right now. Garrett Main still on that low side. Behind him, the 12 of Goki. Not much has changed on the low side at all. The 54 of Baines here in the third part of that line. Behind him, the 90 of Jordan Latmere. Latmere hasn't been around for quite a bit. Now he's up there in the top 8. But this is the inside. Now the outside line right now being led by the 09 of Williams. Behind him looks like the 9 of LaBeouf. That hasn't changed much, but all the way back to about 10th, where Josh White now is going ahead of Ashley Dotson on the outside line.
All right, there they go to the back straightaway, watching them battles continue here. Working now lap 19 of 94. High above the racetrack, there's the blimp view on Backspeed TV, and you're riding on board with the number 8 truck in that view of Josh White, the driver of the Project K9 Hero number 8 machine. Fighting Machine entry. Remember to follow us on JWR Esports on Twitter. Just got a brand new Twitter account. Josh White Racing Esports Series on Facebook. And the Stars and Stripes number 8 machine battling alongside McKinnon and Mullins for that spot. He's moving into the top 10. Josh White looking for the best run of the career for him in this series as he exits off of turn 2.
Got a chance tonight to take and get a top 10 if he keeps the truck up there. One of the things I will point out right now, when it comes to super speedway racing, anything can happen, but you want to be up front most of the race, because if you get shuffled to the back, you don't want to get out of the draft. These guys are doing a fantastic job shuffling up here in front. Looks like a lot of them have finally gotten settled in. Lap 20 is what we're on right now. We have, let's see, 74 laps to go, actually 73 at the stripe. Right now, the 57 remains. Goki and Williams have pulled out to a 1, 2, 3 on the bottom. Nobody on the outside, but the outside line seems to be getting a little more steam coming off of turn 4. That's being led by now by Christopher Williams and that 09 LaBeouf still behind him. It's the 09 and 9 line on the outside.
That's right. Here they come again off the corner. Great racing. And one of the things, could we show Josh White again? Look on the upper left of your broadcast. There's the white truck, or the black truck, the number 8. Josh White, the blue truck right behind him. Teammates working together. Virtual or reality at Talladega. That's how you get it done here and get to the front, Ray.
Yeah, Ashley Dotson, like I said before, and you said there many times, the only Aussie in this whole race. I believe he's about 14 hours ahead of us right now, so he's still kind of getting ready to go to bed. Actually, no, waking up. What am I thinking? So he is up racing again with us here in the States. with the Josh White Racing League. Again, third lane looks like it's ready to form, and that might be led by Josh White because there's a damaged truck in front of him. I'm trying to see who that is. Third lane is a forming. Second lane right now, only 3 trucks are there. Top line is getting full. They'll pull back down into the second lane. I can't see the number 91, actually. That's Tyler Beeman just ahead of Josh White. Tyler with a little wrinkle on that hood. That might be affecting the aerodynamics. Josh White is realizing what's going on. He'll go down and thread the middle right between the 91 and open line on the bottom right at the moment in time, but still able to get a push from that 07 of Ashley Dotson for the middle lane.
Watching these guys respect each other, I like that for sure as they exit again off the corner. Another lap on the board here. What a race. What an event here at Talladega. This is the JW Racing eSports Truck Series, the Alabama 200 on Max Speed TV and the CRN Sports Network. I am Wesley Outland. Ray Richer alongside our in-race reporter is Robert McFarland, and awesome production work by Michael D'Amico. And Bruce Barrett is our producer tonight for CRN, as our co-founder and my longtime friend Trey Snide is on vacation. What a race. 24 laps in of 94. We're coming up on 70 to go. Ray, a good show so far here.
Yeah, not boring at all. These guys are swapping positions left and right. Outside lane now, by the way, led by Josh White. They'll go down into turn 3, and the shove by Ashley Dotson is helping a lot. Behind him, Jason Keffer in the 33 machine, just giving a shove. One guy in the middle lane, that's the 09 right now, Christopher Williams. And I believe a caution is out on the speedway.
Yellow flag for the second time here at Talladega. It's all come unglued. We had a multi-truck accident with our first yellow flag, and now our producers will track it down and find out what happened. Bottom of the racetrack, the 35 of Steve Williams, the 19 also in that battle, and Eric Zimmerman, the 94. He's creeping around there, but it looks like it started with the 125 of the 19 making contact with one another, and then things, oh man, what a tough break. Zimmerman cannot catch a break. Look at that. Williams into Zimmerman under caution again, Ray.
Zimmerman, just wrong place, wrong time. He's been in that place before, unfortunately. And by the way, that 19 of Fulton, just fantastic driving, fantastic job the past few weeks. This is definitely the wrong place, wrong time. He was running 33rd when that happened. Still on the lead lap as well as Zimmerman. By the way, Wesley, we discussed at the beginning of this race, 41 trucks have started. There's only 2 trucks, and that's the 189 of Reed Tucker and the 41 of James Shainwolf. Only 1 and 4 laps down. We see the replay here again. A little bit of shove there. The 35, unfortunately, to the bottom, avoiding the 19. And Zimmerman caught right up in it, but he disappears there and allows a few guys to go through and get away from that wreck.
Well, our producer is telling us there's a lot of lagging. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. If you want to take over and start announcing, do it yourself. We are literally having a lot of severe weather with storms and rain, and I think it's causing internet issues where I'm living at tonight. So my apologies for those that are experience that lagging issue. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, hey, where they are, Ray Richer. They might be having some storms where they are. So net code issues for the drivers is what I'm being told also tonight.
Yeah, looking at the number 12, Jonathan Goki, by the way. What our producer is telling us that you guys can't hear us anyways. Being that there's about 41 vehicles out there, obviously iRacing is doing their best to take and render them all and figure out where they are on the track. There's a little bit of lagging with a couple of these guys, and sometimes what happens is, now like that shove we just saw, there's a good chance what happened was one of the trucks may have lagged, he might have blinked, come back on the track, and somebody may have hit him. We didn't catch that in a replay, obviously. It did look like there was a little bit of shoving going on with the 19th, and I believe there was the 127 you announced earlier there, Wesley.
Yes.
But that's kind of, I mean, that wasn't pre-incident. That was what happened in the wreck. And I'm going to say right now, Mike D'Amico is telling us that there's a little bit of lagging going on in the server. So we'll keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully iRacing can keep up with things as we see a bunch of guys go in, get 4 tires and fuel. Not a bad call here. And as we see, looking the 57 of Garrett Maines, who is our leader still at this point.
So we're under the yellow flag for the second time. I'm 25 of 94 in. Garrett Maines is out in front. Jonathan Goki there in the number 2 position. For the most part, wave around. Looks like going to go to the 30 truck possibly, as he'll get a wave around, waiting to go by the pace car. A good show, though, for the most part at Talladega. And what an event we have in the Alabama 200. Actually, are they saying Zach Talley's now the new leader?
Yeah, Zach Talley, I don't believe, pitted during this round of pit stops. He was 22nd, is what I'm seeing on the board, but that will go back around. That'll score once they hit the start-finish line when the timing marks hit. Again, the number 30 at Talley may be our leader here, and that's what it looks like. He is not a lap down. He's not a couple laps down. He's right there on that lead lap.
That's what I was thinking here. Wow.
Now, he's
Zach Talley.
He's going to have to bank on possibly another caution, because if you think about this, he didn't pit this time, but say he pitted last time. We didn't catch it on camera. We didn't catch it in our stats. Regardless, say he pitted last time in a 45 lap pit window. So he pitted, lap 7 or 8. Right. He'll able to go another 20-so laps, roughly about 20, before he's got to take on fuel. Now, the other thing is, being he's out front, he's got nobody around him. He can stay to the bottom line, shut the motor off, save some fuel. That'll gain him probably an extra lap if he does it right. I mean, that's the thing. Keep it in high gear, put it back to life when you need to take and move. Otherwise, keep it on the bottom. The reason being, you keep it on the bottom a shorter way around the racetrack. It's less fuel you're going to burn. That's the way to do it. As you can see, I'm hugging the yellow line here. That's where he's got to be. So he'll give it a chance, and hopefully he can save enough fuel here to take and maybe make it to the end. Caution lights are off, by the way. We're going to go green flag racing next time by.
Ready to turn him back loose here. 28 of 94 for the trucks at Talladega.
These guys, by the way,
you're here with us.
Appreciate that. By the way, everybody joining on CRN, we appreciate you being here. Hopefully you're enjoying the race here, as we are calling it.
Yes.
And number 30 at Talley there on the inside. He is going to be a new player along in this. I personally think, Wesley, my own opinion, I would not have done that, because 22nd still isn't a bad place to be, but it's too early to take chances like this, especially on a fuel run. But it could pay off. It could pay off. 5 laps from now, we can have a caution. I don't want to jinx it, but say we do.
Right.
he can go in and get enough fuel to make it, probably another at least one more stop after that and make it to the end, but he'll still be up in the front pack with these guys. So it's a chance you got to take here, especially at the big racetrack at Talladega.
28 of 94 to be lap 29 when they come back for the restart here. This race, 94 laps, 250 miles. And might I add, Ray, this is the official true distance that the NASCAR Gander Outdoor and RV Truck Series run at Talladega when they race in October. The same distance, just like tonight for the JW Racing eSports Truck Series. We go to Talladega next week, virtually, 45, about an hour and 15 minutes up the road. We go to Hot Atlanta. First race of summer, Atlanta, 4th of July. Should be an exciting one next Friday night on CRN.
Should be fun. These guys come off of turn 4. Pace car is in. Green flag will be flying here in about another 5 seconds as they come down to the dog leg. Again, that start-finish line way down the end, but the 30 can fire at any time. He'll disappear just for a moment off the track. He doesn't have connection issues. Green flag is in the air. We are off and going. Right now, the lead is taken over by the 57 for a moment, though, because he got out front of him at the stripe. That is not supposed to go ahead of the nose leader, but if iRacing calls it, iRacing calls it. Regardless, 57 right now, side by side, getting a hell of a shove right now by the 54 of Chris Baines on the outside, and they'll be joined by the 12 of Jonathan Goki. Third lane all by himself, but now 3 more trucks shuffle up there, actually make it 2. That'll be the 57 now, back down to the second lane. These guys are just trying to get to where they got to get, side by side, left and right, and just shuffling to figure out where they got to go. By the way, Ashley Johnson outside, third one back, right now 6th place. Unfortunately left Josh White out to dry. Josh in the third lane, but he'll get help coming from the 91.
And here they come. Look at that gaggle of traffic, full. Looks like right off the interstate of I-20, just outside of Talladega. Roaring down on the turn 4, down the straightaway, back to the line. And jumping back out in front, that 57 truck. Look at them battle. It's Garrett Maines holding off Goki. Contact there for a minute with Talley. Talley about got into Baines' truck there. 54. Mullins is in that battle. There's a little contact. Watch the 54 for 4th and 5th. That could have been a bad wreck there a moment ago.
Yeah, the 90 lap there, unfortunately, just hit the apron coming down through turn 1 and door slam that 54. Able to hold on to that whole truck. And again, everybody continues down here through turn 4. third lane way the heck back. Now they get the second lane way the heck back. Top 5 straightening out. Nobody outside of them right now. It goes